In today's video, I'm going to go over the relevant recruiter method and how it can impact your business. So, a lot of people reaching out to me asking what exactly is this relevant recruiter method? How does it work? Who does it work for? So, first and foremost, the relevant recruiter method, and on a high level, is the methodology that we use to automate our lead generation so that we can attract our ideal clients and candidates and save ourselves a ton of time and a ton of money. So how we do that is really through implementing four things. The first thing that's important is your ability to stand out. And so, obviously we're in very saturated markets. Doesn't matter if you're niche down. You're competing against several other recruiters, and how do I differentiate myself from the recruiter? Well, the old school cold calling really doesn't allow you to do that. And so with our digital presence, in order for us to stand out, first thing we need to know is who exactly we're trying to stand out for, right? What is our ideal clear target market of clients or candidates? But I need to know first and foremost, who am I trying to stand out for? The next thing that's important is really crafting messaging around, our positioning in the marketplace. And ultimately, we want to really position ourselves as being the authority and the go-to in the market. So we can really differentiate ourselves from the next recruiter and drive more demand for our business and not just be viewed as any other recruiter in the marketplace. And this takes some mindset work sometimes for people to really view themselves as being an authority. But most of you guys really are experts in your space, and I've done videos on that before. So that's kind of the first key component is you have to have a way to stand out and separate yourself from the competition. And again, in order to do that, we need to get clear on the market. We need to get clear on our messaging and really position ourselves as being an authority to do so. The next thing we want to do is really amplify our awareness. So when you're looking at the numbers game, with technology that's available to us now, we can really drive awareness to specific prospects, just like we would cold calling, but without having to take that manual effort of reaching out to people. So one of the greatest places to really amplify your awareness to your specific, potential hiring decision makers and candidates is obviously LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn can be really powerful if you're, leveraging some of the tools that are out there to help you be more efficient on LinkedIn. But you want to really be prospecting every single day in the marketplace. That hasn't changed, but the approach, rather than doing that through the phone, needs to be done online now. And you want to look at this from a numbers game. We want to amplify our brand awareness, amplify, our exposure. So now once we're standing out and we know how to differentiate ourselves, well, we need to go make people know about us. We don't want to be the best kept secret in the town. Okay. The third component is we need to awaken the desire of our prospects. So we know how to stand out. We know how to differentiate ourselves. We know how to, drive awareness for ourselves. Now, the third thing is awakening that desire, actually making you become the most desirable choice in the marketplace. And this is where crafting, a very strategic content strategy that's going to include specific offers that will trigger, specific events and really ultimately position you to be the authority in your space because of the content that you're delivering. And so we really want to look at our market and not always be marketing to people at the bottom of the funnel. This is where there's a lot of opportunity for you guys. Most recruiting agencies have been taught, because of cold calling, to just transact. And so that's how they take their online approach, and that's how they create their content, is constantly trying to transact and get people to reach out. Where if we can play a long game and we can nurture them, we can meet people where they're at and take them along the customer journey, we can get people coming to us, but more importantly, we get a more qualified prospect that comes to us. You actually want a client or candidate that comes to you that's viewed and seen you in the marketplace through time, because they have a much different understanding of who you are and a much different respect level of who you are. So that's the key that we're really focusing on with awakening the desire. The third thing the fourth thing, is the consistent engagements. And, the key to consistent engagements is to pour gas on the fire. And this is where automation comes in. And we really want to be leveraging automation so that, every single day while we're working on the things that are going to be driving revenue for the business, speaking to clients, speaking to candidates, we have machines in place that are keeping, are helping us stand out, that are amplifying our awareness, and that are getting the content in front of our audience in order to awaken the desire. So those are the four, main elements of the relevant recruiter method there. Now, when you implement the relevant recruiter method, what my clients are seeing is they're building a very powerful online presence, very powerful brand online that really differentiates from the competition. And this is really the key to kind of getting that consistent lead flow and being viewed as an authority. And you're able to get way more at bats using the relevant recruiter method than you'll ever be able to get by just simply having a team reaching out and cold calling. The relevant recruiter method is one of those things that can definitely be implemented if you have a team of recruiters or business developers. This would be a fantastic approach to create a more digitized process for them to do their business development and or sourcing. Okay, you're going to build a more engaged audience. You're going to get more fans. You're going to create really meaningful relationships. I'm a big believer that this is a relationship-based industry, and when we're really awakening the desire with people, we can build massive relationships, and we're going to have a larger platform and multiple platforms to get our messaging out. Again, making sure that we're top of mind, so when the need arises, we become that obvious choice. And the big thing is not so much volume, but quality, qualified leads. Like I was saying, if I can get somebody to view my content and really awaken that desire, then that's exactly how the system's designed to work. And that's what happens when you implement it. You build massive brand awareness, you get a quality client leading reaching out to you. You're building real connections and relationships, and you're getting people to taking this online approach. And ultimately the game's always won on the phone. And when we implement the relevant recruiter method, we have easier, better, more consistent phone conversations, driving revenue faster, resulting in more placements. So the relevant recruiter method is really designed and was built for independent recruiters, independent headhunters, boutique agencies. Whether you're staffing or search, doesn't really matter. If you're into building relationships and you're looking to automate your lead generation and leverage your time and leverage your your freedom, then this method will really be a great fit for you. If you have a team, we can deploy this entire method, parts of this method for your entire team of, like I said, recruiters or business developers. So if this is something that's interesting to you, just reach out to me, shoot me a direct message. We can set up a time to talk, and I can share with you specifically how we would implement this for your business. But anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay active. Hope you're staying healthy. Don't sit on your hands. There's great opportunities out there right now. So hope you guys are staying motivated, staying on top of it, and looking forward to talking to you in the next video.